Hello friends, and welcome back to this week's Self-Love Masterclass. If you are new here, my name is Renée Love. I'm the CEO and founder of Modern Day Wise Women, which is an online self-love coaching practice and private school. I'm also the owner of Couronne Apothecary and a Reiki master teacher. So here at this channel, or wherever you're watching this video, we talk about all things self-love, spirituality, and holistic health. Also, if you are new here, Self-Love Masterclass is an entire series. This is one class in a series. I recommend that you check out this playlist over here where you can watch all of the Self-Love Masterclasses back to back or in your own time, however you want to do that. Besides that, a lot of people like to take notes, so grab your pen, paper, your smartphone, iPad, whatever, and let's get started. In today's Self-Love Masterclass, I would like to talk to you about my morning routine, and I'd like to talk about why it is so important to have a morning routine if you are on a self-love journey, okay? To have a morning routine be a part of your self-love practice. One of the things that I teach you all here is that self-love is the foundation upon which everything we manifest in our lives comes through. In other words, your relationship to yourself is what is at the root of everything you have and everything that you do not have. For the most part, there are some other pieces to that equation, but generally speaking, this is so. Your day is, in essence, what you are actually creating and working with, right? So your life is comprised of years and weeks and months, and all of those things are broken down into day and hours and minutes. So we're talking about time. Your day is a nice little 24-hour cycle, and it's a period of time in which you are creating, attracting, repelling, manifesting, all of that. The beginning of your day often sets the tone for the rest of your day. I'll give you an example. Think back to a time when you just woke up and you were in the worst mood. You were in the worst mood. You were tired, you were cranky, you were just a gremlin. You'll notice that when you're in that kind of mood and you're in that kind of state, you encounter more and more things that irritate you, piss you off, distract you, all of that. It's in that mood and in that state that you often end up with some, jerk in front of you in line, or some annoying situation happens on the road with a driver. You might even find yourself getting into a situation where you run out of gas, or you forget something important that you needed to bring with you wherever you were going. It's like there's just a series of events that just domino out when you're in that state. You'll notice, for example, that when you are in a good mood, so think to a time when you woke up really happy, maybe you got some really good news or things were going really great. So you got up in that mood, or you started your day in that mood. You probably started to notice other wonderful things that were happening. It was just an overall better day. This isn't an accident at all. What we're saying here is that like energy attracts, and it is so. This is just universal law. Like energy attracts, or at the very least, if the energy doesn't appear exactly the same on the outside, it's still for us to understand that there has to be a common point of attraction. So something that you share in common drew you together. When we're saying that we want to create a morning routine, in essence, what we are doing as a part of our self-love practice is we are saying, I want to set the frequency, I want to set the tone, I want to choose the channel. And when I choose the channel, I want certain things to therefore be attracted to me and to line up in my day. Not only that, there's an energy within me, who I am, that I want to bring to my day, that I want to bring to all of my interactions, that I want to bring to my tasks, right? And so as a result, I'm going to be more powerful, I'm going to be more efficient. all of these things. So this is why it is so important. If you don't already know this, energy really is everything. And for a long time, people just thought this was like an airy-fairy woo-woo thing, but it's not. This affects and is inside all aspects of science, whether it's psychology, neuroscience, physiology, whatever it is. We can see how certain things attract certain things. These things go together. Groupings are a real thing. So now that you have an understanding of why it's so important to have a morning routine, or at least to be really in tune with your energy and your mindset, could also call this mindset. Now let's move on to what are some things you can do for your morning routine. I'm going to share what my morning routines generally look like to give you some ideas. Let's just talk about step one, which is when you wake up and you open your eyes. Immediately when you wake up and you open your eyes, you're often either coming out of a dream that you already remember, and so you might be kind of trying to come to or trying to think about that dream, or other people fall into another camp where their eyes open and they immediately start to flip through the Rolodex of all the different things that they need to do for the day. I got to get this done. I got to do that. I got to do this, that, all that kind of thing. If you have like small children, right, sometimes you wake up to the first thought of like, my kids, what are they doing? Where's the baby? These kinds of things. All of these thoughts are perfectly normal and natural, okay? So you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, these thoughts are flooding in. You want to give yourself like a minute or two just to settle your brain. If you have to check on a child, of course, do that sort of thing. But within the first, few minutes, what we want to begin to incorporate is just a simple gratitude. Thank you. Just like that. One word, thank you. Immediately, thank you. Thank you, why? Because you didn't have to wake up this morning. There are people that go to sleep at night and they don't wake up. You start the day with thank you. Boom. Immediately, you're in the energy, you're in the frequency, you're in the vibration of gratitude. That is already going to start to support your brain, your mindset, your body to move forward in a powerful state and to bring things that are in alignment with that powerful state to you. The next thing that I recommend is that you go right into an activity, okay, that supports your body and supports your mind. For me personally, after I say that little thank you, I know that I'm either going to do my workout next, like I'm going to do movement next, or I'm going to do meditation next. I move between which one to do first. I change it up all the time. Sometimes I do movement. I will get up, I will do that workout, and very important, I'm not on my phone while I'm doing that workout. So for those of you that like to be on the treadmill and check your emails and check your this and that isn't a part of this morning routine. That's not how we want to do that. You want to save those emails and stuff for much later. So if you need to do that at that time, I'm going to recommend that you move your movement and your workout to much later in this morning routine. And that you start with mindfulness, which would be a meditation or praying, read your Bible, read some poetry, anchor yourself in mindfulness and be conscious. For me personally, it's meditation. I like to put on healing frequencies. I will put on a list on Spotify, or I will listen to some of these YouTube videos that have the frequency sounds, or now I actually have my singing bowls and I will actually use and play my quartz crystal singing bowls, and I will get my mindset right. I will make sure that my third eye, my chakras, everything is in alignment and that I am super, super conscious. The workout is really important, okay? And the reason the workout or the movement is important, because when you are moving your body, you are giving your body all of those wonderful endorphins. For any people that, you know, are going through a difficult time, like maybe you're grieving the loss of a loved one, or maybe you struggle with anxiety or depression, this movement piece is key for you, because movement is such a natural mood stabilizer. And when you move your body, you will feel better. Find an activity, whether it's walking, whether it's running, whether it's doing some yoga, weight training, whatever it is, move your body. If you're a busy parent and you struggle to carve out separate time to move your body, again, maybe you're with your kids or whatever it is, get moving with your kids. Put them in the stroller, go for a walk. Get outside in the backyard, whatever area you have, the park, whatever, get outside, move with those kids, move your body, okay? Very, very, very important. Got a dog or a pet or whatever, get outside and get with your pet. If you're watching this in the winter, find something that you can do indoors. There are all different kinds of videos on YouTube, or trainers and people that do lives and stuff like that, that you can get involved in those things and move your body. I have quite a few clients that bought a Peloton bike. They love that. Do whatever you need to do, but move your body. One of the things that I did for a good while was simply walking at home inside of a small condo, and it was super effective. So everybody can find something that works for them. Find what works for you. Now, the next thing that I like to do after either the movement or meditation, once those things are done, is I really like to sit down and set some intentions. I like to set my intention for the day. I like to set my intention for what I'm going to accomplish in the day. Not to be confused with all the different tasks that you have. Obviously, those things are in your calendar or in your to-do list or whatever apps you're using, right? But this is more like, my intention is to be powerful. My intention is to be efficient. My intention is to be organized. My intention is to attract the right people to me. My intention is to be assertive. My intention is to be abundant. That's what we're talking about. Some people like to put this at the beginning, and sometimes I will make this, you know, the step right after gratitude. Again, I'm saying to you that, you know, you can move these things around in whatever order works best for you, but figure out what works best for you and do it that way. But these are all of the pieces, essentially, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I like to do some intentions. Sometimes I'll just say them. Sometimes I will write them, because anything that you write down, you amplify. Like anytime you write something down on paper, you send a whole other level of commitment to that intention. And then what I like to do after I've said intentions is I like to do some kind of work in the mirror. Call this mirror work. And usually the mirror work involves affirmations. Imagine an athlete preparing for game day, or someone preparing for a really important speech or talk. You know, there's a way that you really want to get in the mirror and you want to look at yourself. You want to be in the zone. You want to be bringing forward all of that conscious energy and that conscious attention, and saying words that are really going to make you feel good about yourself. This is about your self-talk. This is about talking to yourself in a way that really supports you in being who you declare yourself to be. These are the key things that I do. I will add a bonus step for you, this is something that is so good for us. But I'm going to be perfectly honest, I really don't enjoy doing it. So I only do it sometimes, and I'm working my way up to doing it more often. And it is the cold shower thing. Cold showers are incredibly beneficial for a number of reasons. When you take the cold shower, you're actually activating your vagus nerve. And we know that the vagus nerve plays such a huge role in how we feel mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay, I would like to add also spiritually. So you really want to be working on that. There's also some good science around what it does for the brown tissue, and I definitely recommend that you read up on that and you look into that a little bit more, to just learn about more of the benefits of the cold shower. But if you think about like all of the spas that they have now, you know, where it's hot shower, hot, cold plunges and stuff like that. That's basically what we're talking about. There is one more thing that I didn't get into that I also like to include as a part of my morning routine on some days, and that's the breath work. But I think I actually want to do a whole separate video on breath work. Maybe we could do some breath work exercises together. I think that would be fun. If you guys want to do that together, let me know. These are a lot of the things that I do as a part of my morning routine on a regular basis. Like I say, there are some things that I'll add in and some things that I take out and I move around, but these are the ones that are constant and usually there every day or at least 5 days a week. Why don't you tell me if you have a morning routine? And if you have a morning routine, what are some of your favorite parts of your morning routine? What are some of the things that you have found to be the most helpful inside of your morning routine? Well, friends, that is it for this video. It has been such a pleasure to do it for you and to be back here with you. If you haven't already subscribed, I have no idea why you haven't. Definitely subscribed. You made it all the way to the end of this video, so it means you're a real one. It means that these classes are something that are definitely aligned with your frequency, and you should totally just come join us. Don't forget to like this video if you found it valuable. It helps me to really know what videos you get the most out of and what you want to see more of. And until I see you all in the next class, don't you forget that we truly are in this together. Mwah.